Market recap for October 10th, 2018. S&P 500 proxy SPY broke January high horizontal support and April uptrending support, down about 3% today. The sell-off really started and accelerated after 11 a.m. Eastern time and 2 p.m. Pacific time, with huge volume into the close. Similar picture with the Qs. We've been saying that Apple needs to be taken out before a good bottom can be made. Just a gut feeling that we've had looking at the chart of Apple and the market weight it has in both the S&P and the Qs. And today we saw the sell-off accelerate at around same time, 2 p.m. Pacific, and then down about 4.5%, almost 5% today. Dow Jones, very similar story, finally broke the 50-day. Large cap stocks are getting sold as well. IWM broke below the 200-day moving average. We haven't had a close underneath the 200-day moving average dating all the way back to August of 2017. Not a good sign for small caps. Same thing for micro caps. Haven't had a close below the 200-day moving average going back to August 2017. Even throughout the February sell-off, we managed to stay above the 200-day moving average here. The bigger story here is the VIX. Granted, we are at a 23. There is room to go higher to even 30. If we look at February levels, we did have the inverse VIX ETF event that triggered a lot of volatility during that time. However, it did reach a high of 50. Not saying that we will get there, but there is that chance of VIX just going through the roof. We did take UVXY a couple days ago, right around a 35.70 level, which goes back to Wednesday of last week. Today closed at 52. Couple things to note here. One, whenever it stays or manages to trade above the 100-day, there typically is a market bottom that occurs shortly. Even above the 50-day, it has a very hard time staying above that trading level. So we'll see how this one plays out. A couple strong stocks to monitor. LW broke out 3 days ago. Today, still trading above that breakout level of 73.20. Stayed above, closed at 73.22. This is definitely a strong stock that we want to take a look at if the market rebounds. A couple oversold names. Adobe staying above the 200-day with just a waterfall selling pattern going back 6 days ago. Same thing in Amazon. Waterfall selling down about 6%, down 300 points from the highs. Team staying above the 100-day, but down about 3.25% today, down $20 from highs. GOOS, GOOS, staying above the 200-day, down about almost 10% today, closing at 48. Key here is we did undercut the August lows. If it does rebound and trade above that low of 49.68, we'll try and take a long position and see if it can get above this descending trend line over here. GRUB, which has been a strong name to trade going back 2 years, down about 8.25% today, closed below the 100-day. Another oversold name. We're getting oversold names across the board here. INGN, another strong name, strong earnings, down from the peak of 287 to 196. Oversold. Stochastics. Stochastics are at a low of about 3.8, which is by far the lowest that we can see ever since the bull trend started to run. Just going to run through more names. PAYC, PAYC, bounced at the 100-day, down about 4.5%, down $40 from the peak. We get a rebound. This is another name that we want to monitor using highs of 118.45. We don't want to see this one going back to this trading range here. So use 118.45 as a very loose stop here. Another strong name, up from $2 to 34. huge winner in 2018 in a short time. Another oversold signal here at 1720. If this stay, or if it manages to close above the 4-day, if we get a dead cat bounce in the market today, here is another name that we want to play. We did see a couple oil names being strong lately. APA, which had a breakout yesterday, sold off about 6% today. No longer in our watch list. EOG, same thing, broke out yesterday. Volume was weak, down about 4.5% today, taken off of the watch list. We had high hopes of oil heading into today's trading, thinking that it might be the leader if we get a bounce in the market. Obviously, that did not work out. HLX, another name that we were monitoring at the time, down about 5.5% today, back right into that trading range, something that we don't want to see. Taken off of the trading. Watch this. PBR, another oil name, down about 6% today. This is an island topping pattern. Stay away from oil here. WPX, same thing, down 6%, right back into this trading range. Something we don't want to see. A couple IPOs that's worth monitoring. APY, finding support at the 50-day. Breakout level is around 46. If we get a bounce, APY is something that we want to monitor. Run through some pot stocks. CGC definitely did not have the super bull run like TLRY, but nice little flag pattern here. If we get a bounce in the market, CGC could see more run. We can see that it did break out above and trade above this trading range when it broke out in around August. TLRY, same thing. Finding support, just close shy of the 4-day exponential moving average. Acting well in this market. Lastly, Sprouts Farmers Market up about 1.4% today. Closed above the 4-day moving average. Didn't even touch the 50-day. Of course, look at a longer term chart. This is in a downtrend. However, we do find a bottoming pattern here. Shoulder, shoulder, shoulder here. Higher low and higher high versus prior patterns. Something we do want to see in the market. So SFM, big winner today. We'll see how this one trades. That's it for today. Stay cautious. Don't get overly bearish. IWM is down tremendously from the peak. The peak was at 173.4. Today it's trading at about 156.9. If we just do a quick calculation. That is down about 11%. So don't get overly bearish here. We could easily see bounce up to 161, which is where the 200-day moving average is. We will see how that one plays out. Could be a dead cat bounce, and then the market moves further down.